With a career spanning over 5 decades, Vicente Fernandez has built an empire which has earned him the nickname El Ídolo de México. I'm One Bad Comic, and this is Vinyl Snacks. What's up, Vinyl Heads? Welcome to episode 4 of Vinyl Snacks. Thank you so much, everybody. Big round of applause for joining us on episode 4. Today's a very, very, very special episode because we have lost one of the biggest, most important musicians in Latin American history, guys. We have just lost Vicente Fernandez, guys. So RIP to one of the GOATs. I was doing an episode that I was working on this whole week, but once he passed away, I felt like it was only right to dedicate an entire episode to Vicente Fernandez today. So I want to give this whole entire episode and dedicate it to one of the greatest music. Had such a massive impact on my life, not only mine but millions of people around the world. I know that I grew up hearing Vicente Fernandez and along with so many other people, Mexican people, Mexican Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, however you identify as. We all grew up on Vicente Fernandez. That guy made us, that brought so much joy. There's so many good times with family that we had. That guy's voice made you cry, dude. There's nobody has made me cry more. Not even a broke. Like, that man had such an impact. That guy could make you cry more than any woman, dude. You know, because he had so much soul in his heart, you know. So I thought it'd be a great episode to kick it off with today's album, which I have a few of his. Because again, I'm a big fan of his, but this one, it really popped out in my head. It's called Vicente Fernandez Le Canta a America Latina, which is translated into pretty much Vicente sings to Latin America. It's such a great album. Vicente Fernandez was born on February 17th, 1940 in Huentitan, Mexico. I hope I'm saying it right. At the age of 8, he got his first guitar and he started playing guitar at the age of 8. So imagine being 8 years old and you're already kind of flowing with the guitar. You know what I was doing at 8? I was taking a shit at 8. I was shitting my pants at 8 years old, guys. That's right. That's how advanced this man was. He was out playing instruments. So that was pretty cool. He grew up on other his own idols, which was Pedro Infante, which hopefully I have one of his records. Hopefully in the future we'll dive into him. But he grew up watching Pedro Infante, and that was kind of like the guy that he looked up to. So he started singing music as a street performer in his teens. And so he was winning like these high school competitions and things like that. So his career started to flow like that, and he continued on the path of being a ranchero musician. You know, so he was singing those types of music. In 1965, they convinced him, and he was living in Mexico City, which he was pitching his music to CBS Mexico. And CBS Mexico was not paying any attention to him. Like, he was getting denied. It wasn't until a nationally syndicated radio station called XEX picked him up and started playing his music. After that, his career started to blossom and started to get better. And he started to become very, very successful. Everybody knew about his music, but it really wasn't until his song in 1972 called Volver pretty much cemented him as one of the icons in Mexican music history, I guess. They actually called him like the name was called, he was considered the fourth gallo, right? The fourth gallo, which means like the fourth rooster, dude, the rooster. And guys, please pardon me, I'm a little drunk right now because I've been drinking, because that's the way Vicente Fernandez would have wanted me to do the podcast. So I'm doing it. But yeah, he was considered the fourth gallo, which means he's like the top dog in Mexico. You know, he was pretty much following in the footsteps of three other ones that were also considered the gallo of Mexico, which was Jorge Negrete. But they all died really, really young. Jorge Negrete died at 42 years old. And then you have Pedro Infante, which was the second gallo, at 39. And then we have Javier Solis at 30. And he died at 34. So after they passed away, they were looking for the next guy, you know. And here comes Vicente Fernandez kicking ass and takes over the crown as the next gallo of Mexico with his amazing, profound, and deep voice. Que rollo, you bad mofos! Thank you very much for joining episode 4 of Vinyl Snacks. Just a quick shout out. If you guys want to support the podcast, make sure you guys buy yourself a Panza Express shirt on my website, on sale right now at onebadcomic.net. All that money goes to making our production a lot better, a lot stronger, and a lot better for you guys. So go ahead and support it. No offense, Alex Baldwin. He's that kind of musician that you hear you don't even have to understand the language, but you understand the feeling that he's projecting into your heart, dude. So once that song came out, it pretty much made him what he is today, which is one of the greatest musicians ever. He sold about over 50 million albums throughout his 50 years as a singer-songwriter. 50 million albums, guys. Not only that, but he jumped into films. So he started doing movies. He did about 30 films, guys, which I know some of you guys know because we all grew up at at the tia's house or whatever, and we all grew up watching those black and white movies or whatever. He was always on TV. So that was pretty amazing that he was able to transition from a musician also to a very successful actor. His first film was called Taco al Carbon, which, by the way, is a delicious taco. If you guys haven't had a taco al carbon, make sure you guys ask them where all the Mexicans are at, because they're super, super delicious. But again, his career expanded outside of Mexico, and he became an international star with many acolytes. He got his first, 1998, he got his first Hall of Fame star on Hollywood Boulevard. So if you guys are ever in Hollywood Boulevard, you will see Vicente Fernandez name out there. So I'm pretty sure that place is full of like roses and stuff like that. So it's super cool to see an artist transition, especially from where we come from Mexico to America. The reason why I picked this specific album, Vicente Le Canta America Latina, is one specific song that I thought it was a really good song. It's an old song. He didn't write it, but it's called Mi Viejo. The first time I heard it was this musician named Piero. And I love that song so much, but I didn't know that Vicente Fernandez had actually covered it. And he gets down with it, guys. Highly recommend you hear Vicente Fernandez Mi Viejo. And the reason why I picked this album was because of this song. Because this song pretty much is it's a very dear song, because he's pretty much talking about, it's a song that pretty much it's coming from the eyes of a son looking at his dad, and he's watching his dad getting old, and he's describing like his dad like hunching over, his dad like his dad passing through life, and he's like being like, man, look at you getting old, and I'm the new son, like I'm the new son that's growing old. Like it's almost it's very personal, because that's kind of what his life was, you know, and everybody's life will get one day. Like, we all have to pass through the time where you get old And you have to understand the mortality. And the great thing about Vicente Fernandez is that I truly believe that that man accomplished so much, and he took life the way it should have been done, because he took it like a man, dude. He went and did it, and he ran with it, and he did so many amazing things, and he was able to accomplish so many things. And again, Mi Viejos is such a really good song that really shows you, especially us as men, to watch our parents get older. I know that every time I go home, I see my dad and I see them getting older, you know, and we have to understand that, like, you know, time is not ours. And as time passes, we get older, and it's a matter of what did we get to do with our life, you know. And Vicente Fernandez is one of those people that is a shining example to not only the Latin community, but to people around the world, of the many things that you can do if you set your mind to it. And that's why Vicente Fernandez means so much to me. And I hope that you guys, wherever you're at, bump Vicente Fernandez as much as you can. And we can't forget him, you know, and understand the teachings, great storytelling, great music, an amazing voice. So make sure you guys check out Vicente Fernandez. If you don't know who he is, please check him out. But make sure you guys check out this album right here and look up the song Mi Viejo, guys. It's a really beautiful song. Even if you have to translate it. So I want to go ahead and sign off by taking a drink. I want my producer Drew to get in here too, man, because that's what Vicente Fernandez music was about, bringing people together. Get in here, Drew. I don't know if you could get in the video. Get over here, but Vicente Fernandez music brings people together, and rest in peace to one of the GOATs of all time, guys. Make sure you guys check out the next episode. R.I.P. to Vicente Fernandez. Yeah. Peace out, you bad mofos.